What do you see as as issues that are specific right now that are pertinent to the election right now?
Uh, Crime, economic development, spending.
Hmm.
Those are the three things that I will be working on. I have talked to the sheriff and have come up in agreement on several different issues that I want to change when I become mayor. We have, everybody is talking about, they have a plan for economic development. They know exactly how to cut the budget. I don't know those things. I will work as mayor to accomplish those things, but I don't claim to have all of the answers. The position of mayor is a very difficult position to hold. I spent almost 5 years as mayor. I know exactly what to expect. I know that I can do the job because I have proven that. I had a brilliant career in Ohio as a mayor, and I want to bring those experiences to the city of Fort Wayne so that we can get government moving in the right direction.
Hmm. Talk to me a little bit about the Legacy Fort Wayne, the Light Lease Trust Fund, the proceeds from that. The task force is meeting right now, kind of gathering ideas. What's your thoughts? What's your take on what should be done with that money?
I totally believe that we should not go into a feeding frenzy and spend that money. We need to look to the future. We have debt that needs to be paid off. We have businesses flying out of this town. There are areas where I would possibly use that money. One would be economic development. Two would be with the police protection for the city. I see the situation of the southeast side of town with all the murders and all the crimes as a total deterrent to doing any kind of economic development. If I was an executive of a company and I was looking for a place to locate a business, I sure would not be looking for a place that has all of the crime that the city of Fort Wayne has. That is a deterrent to the growth of this city, and we need to get that situation straightened out.
One of the things that you've mentioned a couple of times, economic development. Um, what's your definition of economic development?
Economic development, by definition, is the creation of wealth. That is done in three different ways. One is retention, two is expansion, and three is creation. Creation is the third issue. We have to keep the businesses that we have here. We have to increase those businesses. We have to work to keep the tax base that we have stable. Whenever we do this, this will increase the value of the properties in Fort Wayne. That is where the creation of wealth comes from. You have to have good jobs and good industries and good businesses in town to be able to have wealth from those industries.
Let's switch gears a little bit and let's look downtown. How do you feel about downtown Fort Wayne? Is it in the right direction? Are there things we need to do? Things that you would do?
I have never been out to understand why they want to totally redo downtown to bring businesses there. We have so many shopping malls all over, and there is no parking downtown. It is not convenient to come and go shopping for 2 hours. There's no parking places for people. I don't understand why they want to put in more restaurants downtown and take away from the restaurants that we already have.
One of the other problems that's facing Fort Wayne right now, the aging infrastructure, sewers and water lines and things like that. Any thoughts on how to address those issues?
Yes, there are grants out there that we can access. When I was mayor, I brought in to a small community of less than 1,000 almost $3 million in infrastructure and capital improvement projects and rehabbing of one family homes. We worked and got so many houses rehabbed, and so much money was spent, but it was all our own money. It was tax dollars that the federal government submitted back to the state, and the state disseminated that out to the different towns. Those are called Community Development Block Grants. They come from HUD. I want to use I will try to get grants to do infrastructure changes. These can only be done in areas where you have low or moderate income. And funds from the city light lease could be used to supplement those funds in areas where you have a higher dollar value of houses and have people with higher incomes in those areas. There should be a combination of those funds and the funds that I will try to access from the federal government.
One of the other areas that the people feel that there's some help needed in Fort Wayne is the housing stock. Lots of houses foreclosed on, other houses just in disrepair. What are your thoughts about helping those out?
That is what I want to do with the Community Development Block Grant funds. Whenever we had money in Ohio, we could put 20,000 into any one structure. And the first things that you have to do to meet the guidelines of that program is to do everything that is necessary to get that house up to code. You have to have good electricity, you have to have good plumbing. Then you can go into structural changes, such as putting roofs on and stuff like that. We can, instead of tearing down these houses, we can rehab those with federal funds so that people can live in them. We need to get those houses repaired, not boarded up. We need to get people moved into them. We need a better housing stock in areas of the town so that when people come here, they will be able to live in Fort Wayne when they come here for increasing the economic development that we need.